As the Duke of Sussex approaches 37 and nearly the end of his 30s, a body language expert has discussed whether or not Prince Harry is happy and content with his choices, or if he misses life as a working royal. Body language expert Judi James spoke to Express.co.uk with some analysis on the Prince based on his most recent appearances, compared to older footage of him as a working member of the royal family. Judi said, "It was sad to hear Harry describing himself as having been trapped during his life as a royal. Of all the members of the firm, he was always the one appearing to have the best time and the most fun. His humor was unique to him, not something that needed prompting from locations or even the company he was in. His really impish, naughty grin appeared to be all his own work, and he took it with him relentlessly, making even the most sour-faced royals join in and catch his very infectious mood." Judi continued, "We can see Kate literally roaring with laughter in his company, and although she clearly has a sense of fun herself, it was often hidden behind a desire to get everything right in public in terms of regal behavior." His banter with William was legendary, and Harry always looked like the perfect wingman for a brother destined to have the weight of the world on his shoulders in his future role as king. Harry's ability to drop the grown-up stuff and act like a child himself made him the perfect representative when his visits entailed meeting young people, but since then he has implied his life was less fun-filled and perfect than it looked. Since his escape to the US, it is easy to see how much this epiphany has impacted on his body language, she explained. The grin appears now and again, but the Harry we see now tends to be resolutely grown up and full of serious concerns and responsibilities. His approach now tends to be as a global player, and his status signals as a campaigner have risen accordingly. Fatherhood seems to have caused a new air of maturity as well, and when he lectures the world it is with the air of an expert or guru. He looks adamant about having no regrets, and his body language and verbal tone often seems to imply he has risen above the role of prince and that he has gained rather than lost from his decision to quit. From a playful, lovable young man who was never known for his intellectual chops, he now speaks and adopts the more serious body language of a man who describes himself as convening with world leaders. As he approaches his 37th birthday, Harry seems to be showing us that he has taken the right path, moving onward and upward in terms of power and influence to make the world a better place, while his brother remains trapped by his life as a royal. Judi continued, "The younger son, who was destined to live in his brother's shadow, seems to believe that he has found a way to create a bigger profile on a world stage and with his freedom intact. So it's probably this new, grown-up version of Harry we are seeing now, looking maybe not as happy in a fun way as he did before, but probably happier in a more fulfilled way," she said.